Hi again, teachers. So here today we are going to be listening to a story, Feast for 10 by Catherine Falwell. It's one of my favorites because there are so many content area skills that can be pulled out of this book to be, as enrichment and review, and also for just teaching the children for the very first time or introducing some content to the children. So, Feast for 10 obviously would be about numbers, number recognition, counting. There's some great rhyming words in here. And so I just you'll notice that on some of my videos, a lot of my videos actually, I like to start with a quality piece of literature. I always feel like this is a nice, comfortable place for not only teachers to begin when they want to introduce concepts and skills, but it's also a nice place for children to relate to and to remember. They're captivated by the images and they love to hear your voice and they love to hear you tell stories. And they just will listen to a story over and over and over, as you well know. So here we are, Feast for 10, and I'm going to, as you know, on my videos, part one of my video, usually my videos are about in 2-3 segments because of the uploading to YouTube. It takes a long while, so they asked me to cut them. So this will probably be in 3 segments as well. Part one usually consists of me just kind of telling the book for enjoyment, and I might stop along the way to give a couple strategies here and there. So we'll just go ahead and get into it, and I'll read the story, and then be on the lookout for sessions 2 and 3 of this video segment for when we talk about how to use the props for small group time, which is a really exciting video to watch also. So I just like to let teachers who are not familiar with the story hear the story, and they could also certainly pass by this video if they are already familiar with the story and just go ahead and look at the segments, sessions 2 and 3 for ideas on how to use the props. So this story gets into counting in ascending order. I love the way the story points out the numerals and the number word, which is also nice, and we'll get into that with the props as well. And familiar concepts. Of course, families. Who doesn't like to go shopping for the groceries and come home and cook the food for the family? So here we are. Feast for 10 by Catherine Falwell. Notice the bright pictures and the colors, the images. 1 cart into the grocery store. 2 pumpkins for pie. 3 chickens to fry. Four children off to look for more. 5 kinds of beans. 6 bunches of greens. And feel free to stop along the way and check for vocabulary understanding with the children, such as bunches, 7 dill pickles stuffed in a jar, 8 ripe tomatoes, 9 plump potatoes. Again, feel free to stop for understanding about the words ripe and plump. This page is also a good page to remember to count the items. So you could read it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tomatoes. And then when you come over here, you could do 9 plump potatoes and then go ahead and count the items afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you might want to pause and the children might say 9. So it's different options for telling this story. 10 hands to load the car. Then 1 car home from the grocery store. 2 will look. 3 will cook. 4 will taste and ask for more. You always want to be careful in these pages to just stop for a moment and, of course, ask the children. Who likes to ask for more? Who always wants a taste off of the spoon? You know, get them into it and engage them as it is appropriate. 5 empty cans. You talk about recycling on that page. 6 pots and pans. 7 more carrots to wash and peel. You talk about cooking safety on that page. 8 platters down. So there we are, setting the table. And of course, children are helpers in the classroom with setting the table as well. So notice the word platters with the vocabulary. 9 chairs around. And then those nice rhyming words again. So when the children become very familiar with the story, when you read a page like this, you might read 8 platters down, 9 chairs, and then you take a little pause and see if they can remember the word around. Okay? And then there we are with those positional words also with this story, which I hadn't thought of until just this moment. Down and then around. "10 hungry folks to share the meal." Again, vocabulary, folks, you might want to talk about with the children. Okay. So, very wonderful story to share with the children, and that it's very relatable. You know, when they are with their family, maybe holiday times, you could read this book, or they're doing a study on food, or even sometimes teachers engage children in a study on, you know, going to the store, items they can get from the market, and, you know, things like that. So, nice story. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for part 2 or possibly 3, depending on how long part 2 will be, on how to use the props for small, interactive, small group retelling. All right. Thank you, teachers. Thank you for watching. And I would like to invite you, of course, to go ahead and upload how you would share this story with the children. And if you have permission from your administrators, go ahead and video yourself and you interacting with the children and upload it to share for your colleagues to benefit from. I'd like to invite you to always do that with all of my stories and the props. I'd be honored to watch what you do with them. All right. Thank you for watching.